Hello and welcome to Zulf Photography. Today, SL cameras, SL1, SL2 and SL3. They're dubbed like the amazing, smallest and lightest Canon DSLR cameras. Let's see. I want to have a quick comparison of them and see what the actual differences are and are they actually any good. So the SL1 is the Canon EOS Rebel camera known as the 100D. The SL2 is known as the 200D. SL3 is known as the 250D. So they look really good, to be honest. They look like a nice compact size and they've been getting really good reviews. So I'm happy of what I've heard of them so far. But I thought I'd do my take on them and let you know what to do if you're planning to buy one. So in terms of release dates, you're looking at between 2013, which was when the SL1 100D came out, and then 2017, so a big jump there for the next one, the SL2, the 200D, and then 2019 is the SL3 250D. So difference in release days, but what does that actually mean? Is there any progression over that time period? The main progression I'm seeing is that SL1 is the 18 megapixel sensor, and then the SL3, which is a 250D, is 24 megapixels. There's been an improvement, a big improvement in processors. So Digic 5 on the SL1, then Digic 7, then Digic 8 to the 250D. So that's how the camera handles low light capabilities, and I've done a separate video about Digic processors and what they actually mean and the differences, because I've read a few forums and Reddit to find out actually what is the difference, and it's tricky, but it's how it's handling the image once it's taken basically. Apart from that, they all offer custom white balance. They take raw photos and JPEG and RAW, so you can actually use the RAW file itself like a negative file. So that's one good thing versus the 1000D series that I reviewed and did a comparison on. Some of them did not offer RAW capabilities, so that's good that these cameras do offer that. And they all are a crop sensor body, so they're going to offer you the EFS mount. Camera lenses, so if you've got Canon camera lenses, you can use those on this camera. They all offer exposure modes between them, so you've got different options for shutter priority, aperture priority, like if you're used to using that and you're new to photography. They are geared towards more of a new market because they've kind of made them a bit smaller than the conventional DSLR camera, so they're easier to handle. And what's quite good is the frame rate continuous drive. So the SL1 is 4 frames a second, so that's 1 frame better than most of the older cameras because they go up to 3 frames a second. I'm kind of using my Canon 550D as a reference for this because that's where I bought a DSLR nearly 10 years ago, and I'm checking what Canon's done since then to improve on that because I've been quite happy with the Canon 550D. So that's kind of where I'm coming from. But video features resolutions, they're offering different options on 1080p, 720, and 640 as well in the SL1. So it's kind of coming quite a distance now for video, especially because most DSLR cameras are being used for video. They have built-in wireless capabilities on the SL2 and SL3, so that's something if you're looking to connect to the camera and use it that way. There's any other major features? I don't think there's anything major apart from that big difference of the megapixels and the frame rates and how they feel in your hand. So would I recommend the body? They are expensive cameras, and they don't buy a few different names. They've got options including touchscreen, flip out screen on the SL2, so tilt flip out screen, dual pixel autofocus. So there's some things I think they have progressed on, and the image quality shown online have been really good as well. So if I was looking at that camera, I think, you know what, I would buy one because they're smaller and they're easier to handle. You can take them about and they look quite cute. That's the main kind of difference to them compared to other cameras. So for example, that's what it looks like with the pancake lens on the 24mm, not really a pancake, but you know what I mean. And compared to Canon cameras like full frame bodies, you can see that one will actually be smaller than what this is. But then again, this is a full frame which performs better in low light, but it's a whole new ball game. Mark II Canon, still an old camera, but would I buy it? I think I would buy an SL 2 maybe, because that's middle of the ground. But for the price, it depends how much you end up paying for it and if you get a good deal on it, if it's second hand or not. But I think I agree with most of the reviews online. They are good cameras to look at. And if you're in the market for cameras, make sure to check out my other comparisons of the 2000D and the 4000D, as well as the 1000D series, and those will get you on your journey. So I'll see you in one of those videos.